Hello, everyone. Welcome to our special call for Rock Your Purpose on this beautiful, very cold day in February here, at least in Michigan. It's very cold. I am Eilers-Heffner. I'm a Sapphire Ambassador, and I'm very excited to share with you. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the importance of developing silvers and what that kind of looks like. But also, just I really have some things that have been just rolling around in my head, and I want to get them out to you because they're really just on my heart. Okay. And it all really ties in with being a leader and developing silver. So, first of all, when we help someone see the vision of getting their products paid and helping a few people and earning an extra bonus or even a prize, because depending on where they're at with Plexus and if Plexus decides to go, double building business bonuses, that was the latest thing that they did on top of the success sprints, which if you didn't catch Brittany Howard's call in Pink Power this evening, then make sure that you go back and watch that recording because she really walks through a map on how to really earn these prizes with the success sprints. And so when Plexus is giving us such an amazing reward for helping 3 people, like I don't know any other company, you guys, that you can help 3 people get healthier or have more energy or have the skincare that they want. One in a very affordable but very high quality product, but also to just get paid that much money for helping 3 people. So a long time ago, I liked to share bags, a specific brand of bags, mostly because I wanted my bags cheaper. I wanted to add some organization to my home. I wanted a few of the bags. I'm like, well, if I sell this, then I'm going to get mine a lot cheaper. And let me tell you, I had people saying, don't cash this check until Friday when I get paid. I'm like, it is a $35 bag. I don't want you strapped for $35 for a $35 bag. With this opportunity with Plexus, we can say, if you're having trouble with a $100 purchase or you're having trouble with a $35 purchase, then you need this opportunity. You need to share. But on top of that, we also have this amazingness to say, hey, let me help you get your products paid right off the bat. So I have sent people training videos. I have sent them encouragement. I have done calls with them, sharing what it takes to go silver before they even sign up, because I want to set them up for success. I want to help them see the vision, and I want them to not have the financial burden or any sort of stress related to around their products. So I couldn't do that with the other company that I was with. I couldn't be like, well, here, sign up for this, go to some meetings, pay for a website every month. Oh, not to mention you have to sell a certain amount every 2 or 3 months, whatever it was, in order to stay active as a consultant. There are no rules like that with Plexus. You order your products, you use your products, you're a product of the product, and you open your mouth and talk to people. That is it. And maybe talking to people is not your first line of, oh, I love to do that. And I know there's lots of jokes about Elizabeth is a blue and she talks a lot. It has nothing to do with me. This has to do with you. And everyone is capable of learning to talk and communicate to other people. There's a John Maxwell book. Everyone, what is it? Everyone talks, but few communicate. If you're having trouble with what you should be saying and how you should talk and how to interact with people, get it on Audible, read it, whatever you need to do. Okay. So it is not about me. It's about you learning. And we have so many resources in our back pocket, in our group, in our units, with your upline, on and on and on. Okay. So don't use I don't like to talk to people as an excuse. So the other thing that I found with this opportunity is that I could work from my bed, maybe have a TV show on in the background that I maybe liked, folding laundry, listening to a training video, stuff like that. And I could make money. So when I started my business, my husband was in school. My kids were 6 or 7 and under, I think 7 and under. And that was back when they went to bed like at 7. It was awesome, right? And my husband was gone because he was in school or at church. And I would sit in bed after I had the kids in bed, and I could talk to adults and I could learn and I could share something that was helping me feel better and helping so many others, and not take any more time out of my day. I'm a physical therapist. Well, when I had 4 little kids and I was already working full time to make extra money, the last thing that I wanted to do was find childcare, be gone from my house any more than I absolutely had to. Okay. And so I really saw that vision, and I saw the belief, and I saw people doing this, and I was like, I can do that too. And if you don't have that belief, then borrow mine, or borrow Lauren's, or Rochelle's, or Jackie's, or pick someone and borrow their belief. Okay. So the other reason that it's so important to help people get their products covered, but also you're just going to keep doing that. This is nothing out there that's too difficult to do. Just like Brittany was talking about on the success sprints, is we're going to wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. You're going to help someone see the vision. You're going to help them throw a help them. There we go. Health and happiness event. You're going to invite them to an event live. Tomorrow we have our business of gut health with 3 of our diamond uplines. Okay. Invite people. And oh, I have Zumba, or I have this. Oh, I'm so glad you get to do Zumba. That's so fun. Where do you go? It doesn't matter what objection they give you. You're going to still be able to talk to them in some way. Okay, well, it's a YouTube recording. Catch it after the fact. That's fine too. I'd love to hear what you think and give them some time. Oh my gosh, the call was really inspiring. I'd love to hear what you think. Did you happen to catch it? Did you watch the recording yet? Don't stop talking to people, you guys. And it's super simple. You're going to make a list of people that come to mind. And to this day, I pray that God will lay people on my heart that need these products and need this opportunity. And he's always provided people coming to my mind. So we have ongoing lists, right? This is why we do IPA. This is why we have IPA chats. This is why, so that we are held accountable to keep moving forward in this vision and in our business. I love our IPA chat right now because there's all kinds of videos and podcasts being posted, and that's just more inspiring. So if you're like, I don't know what video to watch, I don't know where to start, go to the IPA chat and pick one. It's okay. It's going to be a starting point for you. Ask your upline, hey, I'm having trouble finding a video that I should watch. Okay, so your upline's going to ask you some questions and help point you in the right direction. But if you know you need to focus on retention, then go over to Rock Your Purpose or Pink Powerful training page. If you're not sure what that is, we can help you with that. Go over to Pink Power, search retention. Go to our units and Rock Your Purpose. Look up some videos on retention. You guys have these tools right at your fingertips. So it's just so easy to keep repeating that down. When someone says that they're loving their products, hey, I love that you're loving your products. That I'm so happy for you. You should really share that so that other people can feel better too. So this is also why we're doing Enneagram studies and the color personality studies, and we do book club, is so that we can learn different ways of where people may be. Some people are going to be super excited and motivated by money. Some people are really, really motivated by prizes. Some people are really motivated by helping others. And if there's a chance that you'll have people that have a lot of money, that already have a lot of, they don't care about the prizes so much, but that they want to help others. When I think of, Gwen, I work too much, you guys, this weekend. Somebody type it. I don't even know where my chat is. Gwen, Gray, who am I thinking of? The girl in Texas, Double Diamond. All right. Yes. Gwen, there we go. I can't remember her last name. So she was already very, very financially secure. She had a ton of money. Her husband was very successful. But what she found, and this is after Celeste Gwen, there we go. She was referring people to Jen Hawkins, who's her best friend. Here you go. Here, these people want some pink drink. Here, these people want some pink drink. Referring to her best friend for like 9 months, 8 or 9 months. And over that 8 or 9 months, she probably would have already been like a sapphire. just her. She had a lot of influence. She had a lot of people coming in interested, right? And so once she started sharing, she went diamond, double diamond super fast. And what she has done with that is that they have built and provide orphanages in, I think, Africa. Don't quote me, but I believe Africa, where they house and they feed and they staff the orphanage. They keep everyone healthy and moving forward. So, and I'm sure she's done even more now. That's kind of an old story. So we have diamonds on our uplines that have freshwater wells for people that don't have access to fresh water. Like, they've done these amazing philanthropical, and I probably said that wrong too, but amazing things that they can do to help others. And that's where we want to be too. So not only are we helping to better our family's situation, but we can look beyond that and help others. So don't forget about that. So what I also wanted to talk to you about really quickly is, I just mentioned it, influence. So Celeste Gwen had a lot of influence. Okay, maybe you're thinking, I don't know if I have a lot of influence. So there's a couple of things you can use to gauge this. You can talk to some people that are really close to you. Ask them, hey, how do you, if I say, hey, we should do this or try this or go to this new place, are you like right on board with me? Do you think that, do you like to research it yourself? Like, how do I do kind of influencing decisions with you? How much do you trust me, right? Ask some questions, ask your upline. What do you think of my influence? Where am I at in this level? Do some research. There's lots of John Maxwell books on influence. Read them. And the best thing is that we can learn to be more influential. And this comes back to giving. This comes back to giving in a positive way. So being a giver on social media. If you missed Jacqueline Stanley's Motivational Monday today, make sure you go and watch it, because she had great ideas, great examples on how to share and be a giver on social media. And this is so important. And I think some level of building our influence is sharing to some degree little snippets of maybe our struggles and how we're overcoming them, because that shows people that we're human, that we don't have our laundry all folded and our life together, and that we never fight with our husbands, because that's not true. I've had people say, well, you just have your life all perfect. I'm like, no, I don't. You only saw this part of the living room that I chose to take a picture of. You didn't see everything else that was a mess. You didn't hear the argument my husband and I just had, right? Like, you didn't hear me yell at my kids. So unless you're on the phone with me, which probably is some of you. But we have to learn that we can show our struggle in little snippets and how and what we did to overcome that. Because when we're showing us being a little bit vulnerable and we're showing a solution, it's allowing people to see that they can overcome things in their life too. And that comes back to plexus too. When you're sharing a story about someone overcoming migraines, then your audience is going to see that this could help me with my migraines too, or whatever that case may be. So learning to dive into personal growth is going to help you to have more influence as well. And I mentioned communication. As you learn to become a better communicator, then you're going to have more influence. Connection. So connecting with your people. So our book club in Rock Your Purpose is more than just a book club. It's more than just, hey, get on, learn some stuff, chat for a minute and get off. If that is what you need to do because your time is limited, then absolutely. But there are times when we can connect and talk, and different people will stay on after the fact and just have this time of connection. And that is so important, especially with this now 1 year long ongoing thing of stress and lots of shutdown and our support systems being taken away in some degree, and people out there working or not working or laid off or not, and having these extra stressors. That connection is so important. So jump on book club. Maybe you can't stay on after the fact. That's okay. But jump on and see the hearts of the people that you are linking arms with in one way or another with this team. Then I thought I have a couple other ideas. So coffee Zooms, like, hey, it's Saturday morning, or let's do wino Friday night, or wino Tuesday night, or wino Monday night after Pink Power Call, or whatever the case may be. Get on a Zoom with some friends and just talk and chat with your downline, with your people, with the people you've already recruited, with the people you want to recruit. Okay. Be a leader and be an influence in a positive way to them, and provide some level of safety and somewhere where they can come and feel connected. So since we can't go out and we can't go to restaurants, and we can now sort of, but we can't do things normally, then use the technology that we have. Zoom is free. Anyone can get on their Zoom. The free accounts are like a 30-minute, I think, if you're recording. So anyone can get on a Zoom and chat. And that is the other thing that was appealing when I started my business, is I didn't necessarily want to go out extra. I loved connecting with people. I loved chatting. I loved that time and that community. But at that time when I started, I had little ones and I wanted to be there with them. And I didn't want to leave them with babysitters in the evenings. I just didn't. I liked being their mom. I still like being their mom, right? So keeping that in mind. And then maybe you have a team that just needs like encouragement. So put a little group chat together in Messenger, and you guys can share encouraging memes or encouraging Bible verses or encouraging statements, or take a picture of the book that you're reading and pop it in there and share that with people. Help building them up. And then Melissa Allen and I were talking a little bit today, and she said that she had heard this idea, and I'm like, that's great. I've heard that before. We really need to implement it, right? But sending people a stick of Slim and then organizing a virtual sip and see. So they're getting on and they're trying their Slim right there, and you're doing a mini presentation on Plexus. Get on a Zoom, do it. Why not? You have nothing to lose. And that way it's a little more personal than just a posting health and happiness event, which there's nothing wrong with that. And it really depends on your audience, because some people are going to want to get on and just read. Some people are going to want to get on and do like a live presentation, like the one tomorrow night is going to be, and the one that Aaron and Lauren did a couple of weeks ago, where they talked live, right? You want to have a variety of ways to reach out to your prospects and pull them in, because there is no one size fits all. We want to meet people where they're at. So they maybe are very, very, very insistent that they want to try Plexus and get their own results prior to sharing. We're going to not accept that. We're going to say, well, I felt the same way. I really did. And what I found is that not everyone had arthritis and Lyme and Hashimoto's and pure exhaustion and all kinds of joint pain. They had migraines, or they wanted to lose weight, or they needed more energy, or. And so when I'm not sharing, then I'm holding that back from people that have other issues besides what I have. And you're going to tell them that, hey, I did feel the same way, but this is what I found. And if they still are insistent, nope, I got to get my own results first, that's fine. But as they're getting their results, you're going to pull that out of them and meet them where they're at, acknowledge it, and take them one step further. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're sleeping better. That's amazing. Do you know anyone else in your life that might benefit from more energy and have better sleep? Ask the questions. As you're asking questions, people want to answer them, and they're going to start thinking and get that creative brain working. It comes down to recruiting and retention. Those are things that Brittany just talked about, but it's so, so true. We are not in a welcome pack business. We're not here to just sign people up and then not talk to them or not provide that good customer service. And as Brittany mentioned, we do have some people that are going to go into that, what'd she say? You guys, the witness protection program and not talk to you anymore, right? Well, our job is that, this is how I look at it. When I have Susie Q, who signed up and was excited and all of a sudden is ghosting me, and I'm texting and she doesn't respond to text. I'm in the three-way chat, not responding. I comment on her wall just to say, I'm still your friend. Get over into a private chat, talk, still nothing. As long as I know and I have done the best that I can do to provide good customer service, then she can never look back and say, well, you didn't tell me, or you didn't ask me, or you didn't do this or that, because it's all there and it's all in writing that you've reached out and that you're trying to have good customer service. So I know that it can get irritating or annoying, however you want to say it, to have that ghost of no response. But we aren't going to focus on the irritation and annoyance on that. We're going to focus on the fact that we know we're providing good customer service. Okay. So remember that. And it's really about how are we serving? Don't forget to cast vision. Magic of Thinking Big. If you have not read it, read it. It's on, Melissa knows this. Is Magic of Thinking Big on a YouTube link? Somebody type it in the chat. So I'm pretty sure it's on Audible. I have it on Audible. It's a book. I'm pretty sure you can listen to it on YouTube. But the Magic of Thinking Big, send that to people. Hey, I have been listening to this on YouTube. I'd love for you to listen to this with me. Don't even talk about the business if that's not where they're at, because we want to meet them where they're at. But helping them to see that there's more to life than going to work, coming home, cooking dinner, watching TV, and going to bed. There is so much more to life than that. And then leadership. I want to talk to you a little bit about leadership. It does not matter where you're at. It doesn't matter if you have 100 people under you, 2 people under you, 0 people under you right now. You are a leader. You are a leader in some way, shape, or form. You are a leader, one, to yourself. Lauren did a great call a couple months ago on leading yourself well. I really highly encourage you to watch that. We are a leader in our family. We are a leader to our children. We're a leader to our coworkers. We're a leader to our family members, siblings, whomever it is. Maybe you're a volunteer at church. I don't care. But we always, forever and ever, amen, can raise our leadership lid. So please get into some sort of leadership training for yourself. It doesn't have to be 60 hours a week. It could be 15 minutes every other day, but making small, consistent changes is what's going to help. I will tell you that one of the things that I think has helped me be successful in this business is that right from the beginning, when I was like, oh, I'm going to be on that stage, I'm going to be a diamond, I'm going to Hawaii, I said, but I need to be a better leader. And I just knew that I needed help in developing myself as a leader. And I'm not a shy person. So I'm always willing to speak what is right. I'm always willing to put myself out there. But leading well is a skill that I think we all can work on no matter where we're at. So I started reading extra books besides book club. I started reading John Maxwell. I started joining masterminds where we would read an extra book and discuss and have a workbook and talk about and think about what you're reading and applying it, right? So even, I was maybe a gold, and probably before I was a gold, I do not exactly remember, but right then I was reading and studying on how to be a better leader. And I have to say it's paid off, it's helped me with communication with my children, with my husband, in the workplace. And it's definitely helped with Plexus. So take that very seriously. Maybe you're listening to an Audible book as an extra book besides the book study we're doing in book club. And then the other encouragement I have is if you can't read the book for book club for some reason, then just get on anyway so that you can be along with us. And because you're still going to gain and gather in information from that. So that's my heart, you guys. I loved that we could follow up with this after the success sprint call that we just had. So again, if you missed that for some reason, make sure you go back. And then the other call I mentioned was Lauren Smithson's Leading Yourself Well call. So I'll try to get that link in the comments of this thread in our post as well. So thank you guys for jumping on. Have a good night.